said prior to starting homeopathy that I suffered from migraines. I used to get at least one migraine a month, typically related to my cycle. And I would be down and out for 2 days. I would be in bed, lights off, eyes covered, for days. But now I still occasionally will get a little bit of a headache, but they're much more mild. They're much more manageable, and they are definitely less frequent. So they're not gone yet, but there's dramatic improvement.
I would be nauseous all day, like no joke, every day, and then the migraine would be there. And then it got to the point where, like, there was one day the migraine was so bad I was like, like in bed crying, body sweats, throat dry heaving into the trash can, stuff like that. And after I was on the new bottle for about a week, they started to decline, like it dwindled off. And then now it's been probably, I don't know, I would say I haven't had a migraine in probably 3 weeks, if not 4. I haven't had any migraines. I haven't had nausea. I haven't had headaches. I haven't had auras, nothing like that.
At first, I had severe headaches, so bad that I was down and out. Like, I couldn't get out of bed. And of course, light and everything, that was really bad. It was just horrible. Now I don't have those headaches anymore. No debilitating headache. If I do have a little headache, I've learned to take my remedy, and it goes away.
So it's like in the morning, sometimes I would wake up and I cannot go back to sleep because I am having this anxiety. And before, that would cause a big headache. But now, because I know what to do, I just get up and take my remedy, and then I just go back to sleep, in 15 minutes.
So that the headache has been the success story so far now, and I haven't had to take any ibuprofen.
How about that?
At all.
You said that every other day or so, there's this nagging behind the eye, forehead. Not too intense, 4 out of 10, but still you have to take Tylenol.
That's right, and it was in the evenings usually after work. I come home and the achy, but I haven't.
Now there's no headache.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's been the biggest success so far.
My experience was I had chronic migraines and a lot of sensitivities to light and sound and foods and everything else. So therefore, when I was getting the migraines, I was usually getting nauseated, ended up in bed for at least a day and 2 or 3 days battling with it, with nauseousness and things like that. So I came into this and saw some of the testimonials where people were having quick results. I knew that mine had been chronic, probably dealing with this for 20-some years. And it was just getting worse and worse all the time. So I knew that it would take longer for me. When I started the remedies, I did show some improvements. However, I just seemed like I was hitting some stumbling blocks and was getting a little discouraged. So here we are, 2 years, and I came to you today saying I feel like I've turned a corner. And I'm just so delighted with that. I guess I would like to tell everyone that if you are a person like me that have been dealing with things for years, persevere and don't give up, because eventually you'll see the results. And I'm just so happy. My sensitivities have improved, and I haven't had migraine for I don't know when. I do have some slight headaches, but when I take the remedy and then if I feel my headache is not improving, I remedy again and keep on top of it, and it just seems to dissipate. Whereas before I was dealing with headaches for at least 3 days. So this is wonderful. I just couldn't be more pleased.
Oh, I had major headaches, but I don't have any really hardly at all.
Okay.
And it's not as extreme either.
I see.
I'll get very minimal, but almost where I can go off like a month or 2 with not having any.
I see.
Whereas before I'd get them frequent. Now it's nothing compared to that.
And then the headaches or migraines, that the change of weather used to bring on? How are you doing with that?
Yeah, I don't even notice change in weather except for the rain or whatever happens to be. I usually could tell right away that, you know, I was getting a migraine, that there was pressure changes, and that's very rare for me to get a migraine, period. And if I do get a migraine, I can just, it doesn't even take me that long to get rid of it. If I use a remedy, it's gone. It doesn't seem like this is true, but it is true. It's gone within 10-15 minutes at the most.
What's been the status of your headaches?
A lot better, because right now I can't even recall how many I've had since the last time. Maybe, I mean, I could say maybe once, but I don't even remember if there was a once at that time.
No,
Okay.
I'm not experiencing any headaches.
¿Dolor de cabeza? ¿De la última vez? No.
How often are you getting headache? And do you wake with headaches? What's happening with headaches?
I actually haven't gotten any headaches, which is, it's new to me.
Right, because you used to say every other day and then you wake with it, right?
Yeah.